Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my next film reaction. It's time for Psycho 3 and I'm extremely excited about it. Firstly, I sound horrendous. Of course I do. I just got a stinking cold, guys. Hang on, this camera's wonky. Basically, today is Wednesday the 25th of September. I'm so out of breath. And it's been 6 days today since I've uploaded on Patreon, which is the longest I've ever gone, and I'm very upset about it because that's just too long. But I've just been poorly. Last week I had a double ear infection, then we were away for Adam's birthday. I got ill at the end of that, and we're here on Wednesday and I'm still very ill. But number one, I couldn't stay in bed any longer doing nothing because I was just bored out of my mind. And number two, I need to get content out for you guys. And I know you're probably there now like, it's fine, don't worry. But it does matter to me. So here I am. I am so nasally, so I profusely apologise if you're listening to this with headphones on. I will try to just breathe like a normal human being. I was meant to watch another film today, but I will still watch that film, but I just wanted to go with something that I think I will like, and I wanted to go for a shorter film. I think it's like an hour and a half. Yeah, that probably doesn't make sense to anyone else, but when I looked through like my list of films that I need to react to, which is really freaking long, this was just the one that I was like, let's do Psycho 3. So I don't know... Sorry guys, this camera angle today is not making me very happy. I don't know where we are in terms of the year compared to the second film. So if you're able to let me know that. And I assume we've still got Norman Bates. I, again, assume that it's going to be a similar premise. Where did the last one ended? Did the last one end with him killing his real mum? Is that how number 2 ended? Is that how it ended? Guys, I can't remember. So I assume he's gotten away with that then, if we're carrying on. Did he just put her in the river? But they checked the river. The little pond bit. Huh. Anyway, it's irrelevant. Norman Bates is probably going to be doing his usual thing. Oh, look what I got Adam as one of his birthday gifts. I wanted to show you. Look. I get these on Photo Box, but I accidentally got the acrylic one. Normally we have like the wooden ones, but look at just look. I miss him so much. Jasper, that is, not Adam. He's only at work. And you know I'm ill as well when I've got a Lucozade. It's the only time I drink Lucozade. So, I'm excited. I'm just so relieved that I'm filming and I'm not in bed anymore, because I think I said to you last week, well, I said to you, but not many of you watched the class reactions. But I think I said to you that I was starting to feel like run down, and I assumed that I got the ear infection because my body wanted me to stop. But now, since having the cold, that's how I know my body wanted me to stop, because it's the only time I ever sit still. Because what are you meant to do when you're ill? Like, genuine question. I watched Harry Potter, loads of YouTube, I did a puzzle. I couldn't even read my books because I just felt so ill. Like, what? I'm just not someone, which is ironic because of what I do here. I'm just not someone that can sit and watch TV and film, which is why I think this channel works for me, because I'm pushed. Anyway, I need to shut up. Let's go. Wow, that's... Oh, what is happening?
You mustn't. You have an obligation to him. I have nothing. I have nothing. You can't. No.
stressed already. Stressed already. Directed by Anthony Perkins. It's crazy that
Name's Dwayne, by the way. Dwayne Duke. Friends just call me Duke.
people would just hitchhike.
You can put that suitcase in the back seat if you want.
I was about to say, he seems like a semi-decent guy.
Hi there. Be right down.
Oh, where's she gone?
I seem to be rattling on. Yes, there is a job. Are you interested?
In money? The only honest way I know to get it is to earn it or inherit it. I don't have any rich relatives about to die. Got an application form?
Oh, that won't be necessary. My name's Norman. Norman Bates.
Whoa. What you been painting?
Oh, I'm sorry. Step into the back, the parlor, while I clean up.
Said the spider to the fly.
What Norman did was a long time ago, and he paid the price.
Depends on who you ask.
He should still be a suspect.
20 years in the bunkhouse is paying the price, Curly. And anyway, guy's okay now. When he worked here, he was always on time, and he did his job.
Gee, let's make him Employee of the Month. So what do you think?
About...
What we were just saying. I mean, Norman, you were incarcerated for 20 years.
22.
Right. For 22 years, you were locked away someplace. Now, the state says you're sane. You paid your debt. Then Lila Loomis starts to persecute you.
It stays with me all the time. And no matter how hard I try, I can't really escape. It's always there, throbbing inside you, coloring your perceptions of the world and sometimes controlling them.
I was going to say his job's not hard, but I think it's worse being bored at work.
Hello, Angel. Your type, Norm?
And he gave her that room.
You gave her cabin 1.
Makes it kind of cozy. Clean her up a little. She look pretty good.
Not nothing. I saw her. Even the initials on her suitcase. MC, Marion Crane.
Or Marie-Clare.
Get cheap erotic delusions out of your cheap erotic imagination.
Oh, they're not going to recreate the shower scene, are they? Flipping out. Oh, for goodness sake. She'll get killed, and then Duke will be suspicious and will be helping the journalist. She thinks it's... Oh.
You're all right. You're in St. Matthew's Hospital.
I've never drunk this much before.
Me neither. My mother never allowed liquor in her house.
What shall we toast to this time?
Happiness.
Let's just lie here and hold each other.
Jeez, you about scared the piss out of me. Do you mind, sister? This is occupado.
She was just using your toilet. What the?
That's okay.
Now, well, still no reason to get so riled up and go running off like that. Well, we'll leave you alone now. Again, I'm sorry.
That's not good enough, Sheriff.
And if she's
you
in
just
the
can't
ice.
let it lie.
I've had enough of this Nancy Drew horse shit from you. I'm letting it lie, and so are you understand? Until I have evidence to
They
the
were right
contrary,
next to it.
that young lady and Mrs. Spool are both missing persons cases.
Aren't you going to take him in for questioning or anything?
So he just writes that as a reminder, like when he's his mum.
Mother.
Love the dear silver that shines in your hair, and the brow that's all furrowed and wrinkled with care. I kiss the dear fingers so toil-worn for me.
Why?
Just looking out for you, Norman.
And yourself.
Oh, I have ambitions, dreams. But dreams don't come cheap these days. I mean, I could have turned Mom over to the cops this afternoon, but all that would have got me was a pat on the back for doing my civic duty. And you know what I'll do.
Yeah, you know what Norman will do. Yeah.
I know.
Watch the guitar.
I'll be back to you, Mother.
There was me at the beginning, like, I don't feel like he's sexually driven. Oh. Don't just go in there. Surely she knows he's acting weirdly. Nope. This is not going to be good.
I never should have gone away.
I slipped in the mud.
I slipped too. I know I've hurt you. Can you forgive me?
Norman!
I thought we were going to get an iconic scene.
You dumb, stupid, naive girl.
What did she do? Come to you, tell you that she was your mother? She was crazy, Norman, but she wasn't your mother. Neither are you!
She wasn't your mother.
Mrs. Spool was your aunt, Norman. She was in love with your father, but your mother stole him away from her! Mrs. Spool killed your father in a jealous rage and kidnapped you when you were just a baby! She was crazy. They locked her away.
It's lies. It's all lies.
Norman!
She's a lying whore.
Norman, where are you?
She's a slut. Get her, boy. Get her. Just like the others. Get her.
No! Please!
Norman.
I was for you, Norman. Believed in you. Made a fool of me. Look what you did to yourself. Why, Norman, why? Good God, son. You'll never never get out again. They're gonna have you locked up forever.
But I'll be free. I'll finally be free.
Okay, so I just looked. There's only 2 years between Psycho 2 and Psycho 3. I don't know if it did end the way I thought it was going to, but I really like the ending. I am assuming that's the last Psycho film. But I really like the ending. I feel very content with how they ended it. I feel content with knowing that Norman is going to be locked up. Obviously, he won't be able to take the hand in with him. But obviously him saying, like, I'm free. But then obviously he's not actually free because he's still taken his mum's hand with him. Assuming it's his mum's hand. I'm gutted Maureen got killed. But it was very interesting seeing Norman go against his mother like that. Now, I don't know what the trigger was. I don't know if it was the journalist talking to him and saying the things that she was saying. I don't know if it was Maureen. I don't know if it was that he just kind of was like, enough is enough, you know, no more. It's the worst film of the three. I think we can all say that pretty fairly, just because the other two are so iconic, and I do need to see them again, but it's just not, you know, they're just so, they really, really got to me, both those, the two films. But I remember the first film and the second film being quite on par. I remember being so shocked by how much I liked the second film. Whereas this one felt different. Obviously, it was directed by Anthony Perkins. This one felt a lot more sexual. It was short, and so there was a lot of stuff happening in a short amount of time. The girl who was had her throat cut on the toilet just felt a little bit unnecessary. I don't know. I feel like in the first two there was always like a reason, and obviously his mother would always say like, she's a slut, she's a whore. And obviously then when he met Maureen, he was talking about her outfit, how it was very, you know, I can't remember what the word he used, I'm sure it began with a C. But how it was, you know, she dressed appropriately. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about the bit when his mum was talking and we couldn't see Norman's lips moving. Because obviously we know it's him. So hearing the mother's voice but him not saying anything just confused me even more, because I was like, but it is Norman doing it, right? Duke was just an annoying character. Not overly sad about him going kaput, to be honest. But Maureen is a shame. And I liked the plot twist when Norman Bates went in to kill Maureen originally and she had harmed herself. I thought that was a really interesting spin, because when he was looking through the peephole, I do remember thinking, what, are they just going to try and attempt this shower scene again? Like, the first one's too iconic to go again, so I didn't really understand what they were going to try and do, but I really liked that little twist. I really liked the sheriff. Yeah, I really liked the ending. Like I said, definitely not the strongest. And there were some really cool shots. There was a couple of like transitional shots between, like when it would zoom in on the TV and then we'd end up in a different location. I liked the little horror element when Duke was actually still alive and then tried to kill Norman. But I would say apart from that, it wasn't very jump scary. But is that because we know, like, the way Norman Bates behaves is not a shock now? So I don't know. Whereas in the first one, I honestly should have worn a nappy. And then in the second one, I was just as terrified. But I had a great time. I just think the films are absolutely iconic. I don't know. I feel like Anthony Perkins passed away not long after this film. I've probably just completely made that up. I feel like he passed away in the 90s. Just iconic. Like, you know, they're just brilliant films. I would love to hear if the third one is your favourite, or if you or if you prefer the third to the second, or the third to the first. Yeah, and if you have any tidbits of information, as always, I love reading them. And thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm assuming this is done on this little trilogy. It's been a hoot, and I have some very, very exciting film reactions coming up. And also, to those of you on the Supreme Commander tier, listen, Christmas is swiftly coming around the corner. If you want to drop in a Christmas film, I'd be very happy. As in, like, I want to watch something. You know, when I did the Box of Delights, oh, I just loved that so much. And even I feel nostalgic for it. And I watched it in 2022, I think. So if you have any suggestions for, like, TV shows that are Christmassy, you know, short-winded like the Box of Delights was, I want something like that, or like Narnia. I want something really Christmassy and with all the hymns and just really nostalgic. Let me know. And so, yes, for those of you on the Supreme Commander tier, if you have like a Christmas film suggestion, then please let me know. If you want to have it as your monthly choice, that's entirely up to you. I can't force your hand. And let's leave it there. I will see you very soon for my next reaction.